I'm not going to draft the shrine again this turn. Or this run. This day. Alright. It's very funny to me that it lets you do that, though. Okay, and one of the days counts as the one I just had, so we won't be cursed tomorrow. At least from the way I understand that. Let's just go here first. We're not going to pick up that stuff because drafting could make us lose it. Alright, we've seen shelter. We have not seen schoolhouse or root cellar. Adds 8 classrooms. That's interesting. We'll check it out. Anything else cool in here? Oh boy, closing address. Alright. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving your school as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. First, I wish to thank Lady Epson, most gracious host, but for all the fundraising she's done. That dreamer is, of course, Miss Peterson. Future principal, or reluctant successor, who I might add. Forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there. Okay. To the architect of our new school, the Baron St. Clair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps, building another school, and for also allowing use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility. Decision I'm certain will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. Okay. Lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me. And if I'm still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end. It's a pretty morbid joke. Remember to give Miss Peterson her gift. Not sure who Miss Peterson is, unfortunately. Nothing there. Obviously told me thing within a timely manner. In a timely manner. Feels like the wrong manner. I'm gonna turn that off. Does feel like it said manner and not manner. Like, because it's timely manner, M-A-N-N-E-R normally, right? For the turn of phrase. Herbie. Okay, so that is just a pun there. A pun or something wildly important? Hard to tell. Okay. Don't really see anything else in here. Nothing else carved in any other desks. Can't, like, pick up this lantern. No. Okay. Alright, so let's get drafting without grabbing the allowance first. Spare room or library? Let's do library, because I have a list of books I want to see if I'm allowed to try to check out. Oh, right, but I also have this one. Shoot. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of, stuff that's been redacted. But also, maybe we'll get a new angel in here? Okay. Blank, the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Blank is no longer blank. Known to the average citizen, blank of the older generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Our Jera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as a Jera, or a Hera, by the ascension of the first king, blank, whose name... The first king, blank, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township. Feels like king name should be there. It's fine. Oris was known before his coronation as prominent merchant lord. Incredibly, history is not always forthcoming, and the surveying records of those bygone days almost limit trade agreements. Okay, nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. Territory spread forth from the heart of Oris. By the end of the 1st century, a new kingdom was born. Second era. 4th King Blank, who split this vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms, 3 children. Eldest, he granted fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the Middle Province and Heartspring Kingdom. Eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon the realm of Arc Ares, a land of northern storms and wild untamed expanse, which at the time was not developed. And to the middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Eraja, a land steeped in tradition. Okay. Interesting. Third era, as second Judo closed, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each distinct region ruled by their... Sorry, I was looking at the image on the side. Respective sibling monarchs and had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of the land and developing unique character and culture. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations through their lives, known for their cooperation. Succeeding generations, lots redacted. Defined by commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthened by their bond, and the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Those 3 symbols, one of which is covered up. A mountain symbol, a like hourglass symbol. So the middle child is denoted by a different symbol. I don't recall if I've seen those symbols anywhere. But let's make a mark about this. Okay, wait. Top one is mountain. Youngest bestowed the realm of Arc Ares, land of northern storms. So the youngest should be on the top there, with the mountain. Doesn't seem a great deal more vast, but I guess it is bigger. Eldest, fields and mountains. The middle province. Okay, it is much bigger. So the eldest is the middle symbol. Okay. 3 siblings. Youngest equals mountain. Middle equals hourglass. Also Iraja. Mountain equals Arc Aries. This stuff feels like it might be important at some point. So I'm writing it down. Eldest equals doesn't actually tell me the name for that one. And I don't have the symbol. Interesting. Might be a Jera? Not sure. Okay. Fourth era. As the kingdom entered the fourth area, a different kind of ruler took power. King Desolates III was a something. King who often was seen drinking. Slight shock not only to the gentry. Can I not open this middle thing? Oh, show letter. There we go. Okay, we'll read that in a moment. Desolates was renowned king of no one when he made the decision to move to moving castle or behind. People overjoyed by this choice and were those that viewed the king's conduct coming of townsfolk. Voices planned a siege which took root in the grand city of Fen. Holy shit, there's a lot. Era of Ruin. Fifth era. After the passing of King Desolates III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Very next day, 6th of October, Prince Learson Fen declared himself true monarch. Declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters. Prospect of civil war seemed inevitable. Realm's regiments hastily recalled from the frontiers. Stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. Pacification of Fen is image, alright. However, instead of restoring order, ensued savage and merciless campaign against their people. Once centered splendor. Streets were stained red. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was General of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged political influence and favors, persuade the nearby realms of Arc Aries and Nuance. So that should be the eldest one's area name then. Unless that's a whole nother new area. I'm gonna write down Nuance though. Nuance? However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Jesus. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Horus had fallen, with it the realm. Black flags had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners that were hoisted in honor of the fallen Fen. The remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. Current era. Today, the realm's inherited by the 3. Okay, no. Nuance is a 4th area? So the other one was Fen Ares. So eldest is Fen Ares. I don't know where Nuance comes in. Once again, stand united as allies. Though distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to the land remains strong as ever. Spruce and birch that span across our realm serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich with history, a land of myth and wonder, and a land sprung forth against the empire the world's ever seen. Land of our fathers, our mothers, and our children. Okay, what's this letter about? Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and the investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid in our effort to get this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter. The book you lent us. Though I must confess it was not as much help as I hoped. I had heard that your library was rare and restricted books were quite extensive, and so I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy existed, could be found, it would likely be within the Baron's own collection. Well, this one's definitely not uncensored, but maybe we can get it somewhere else. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest. A taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Okay. So we can expect to see a more full version of that book, maybe eventually. Cool. That one took us a little while. Workshop. Have we ever actually gone into the workshop? I can't remember. I don't know if we have. I don't think I've created anything, because we got that battery-powered thing, and I was like, have we done this? Oh, broken lever. Nice. Another music sheet. So we've seen 5 and 10. Or no, 5 and 8. I can read. Stones cut by hand, and letters wrought to spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is of 10 lost, among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. And also, here's a big rock with a 1 in it. Roman numeral 1. Or an I. Unknown which it's meant to be. But, okay, that's not it. Alright. True box does not always contain the prize. I know, that one, like, fully spelled out in its room. Weird. I guess I can't use the table because I don't have stuff. Broken lever plus something. Yeah, not happening. Alright. Onward. We're still cursed. I don't remember what bedrooms do to me, but whatever. Oh, they take a step, so we don't really get the benefit of this room. That's fine. This saw isn't an item I can grab, right? No. Okay. Mind if I do? This is 3-3. We're good. Hallway it is. Lose a key, but we don't have any keys. Haha. Get wrecked. Let's get the key, but I'm just not going to pick it up until I need it. Means I shouldn't have come in. I should have just drafted the room. Would have been smart. So we have this one, right? 2-2 or 2-1, yeah. That was brain power. Ah, I'm so mad I don't have the fucking car key anymore. God dang it. Corridor would make us lose a key. That's fine. But let's save that for later if we can. And do parlor instead. Gems are not in the box with the word blue, so they're saying it's not in their own. Gems are actually in a box. Gems are in a box that is actually blue. Okay. One of these is true, one of these is false. Gems are in a box with the word blue on it. That one has to be true. Because this one also has blue. They both have blue. Means this one has to be false. Because this one is neither. Gems are in a box that is actually blue. Gems are in the black box. We're not going to pick them up yet. Oh, the issue with not picking them up, though. If I don't pick up the gems, I can't back out of a draft. A locked door stops me from doing things, but I can't back out of a draft, so we gotta pick up the gems immediately. That one's locked, what do you know? Let's grab that key and keep going. Hallway's not bad. Drawing room is... I'd rather do the hallway. Lose 0 keys, because I don't have a key. We've done that one. Can't go that way. Ooh. I don't like any of this. I have a lot of rooms left. I think the closet's probably worth it. Just end it on this side. That's fine. I don't want to pick up the key. I will pick up the dice. We'll come back for the key if we have to. And this is Plot Pilot. We've done that one. Okay. I know this is wildly step inefficient, but feels like the right way to be doing this. Let me check the top floor. Is it possible for there to be a special item on the top floor here? I suppose it could be. I don't really know if there's a limit about what rooms are possible to get special items in. Alright, let's do this side first. Classroom! Brand new. Don't mind if I do. Color worksheet. Favorite color is red by Freddy. Okay. Considering 2 of these symbols, we could think the Elder's symbol is that upside down chevron. Because the only other two real symbols here are the mountain and the hourglass. That seems pretty solid. I also feel like whatever's happening on that crayon-looking thing, the yellow crayon, I wish I had a magnifying glass for. You must really like red, Caleb. I thought Simon/me was the one who really liked red. Why is everyone's favorite color red? Weird. Can you find the difference? Yes. We have this one already. We're on the first floor. Each color is only used twice. Okay, what do we... This feels like a puzzle room. Or is this the key? Each one is only used twice. Does the color matter? Okay. This person used every color twice. Except... Oh no, they did. But they must not have colored everything correctly. The reds are definitely right. The water seems right. The grape seems right. Broccoli seems right. Pumpkin seems right. So, the crayon and the flags are the only ones that could possibly be wrong. No kids that got them all right? True. This person got 9. 2, 2. They did 3 yellow, so that's one of them wrong. So... These both have the yellow flag and bananas together. This one also got 10 right, but the flag is different. This one, all 3 flags are not red. I'm confident none of the flags are red. Okay. Did anyone else color a flag red? No. So this one used blue 3 times. This one used yellow 3 times. And they both did it with banana, or with the flag in the top left. So purple, orange, orange, green, purple, orange. These two have the purple and the orange flipped on the flags. Which means if those were wrong, that'd be their -2. On this one, we know one of the blues is wrong. We know the lizard is wrong. Which logically means the 2 flags that are flipped cannot be wrong. Because otherwise they would have at least -4. Okay. We're getting colors associated with these symbols. Upside down chevron. I'm confident this is the elder symbol. It is the flag of that area. Cool. Eldest is associated with orange. Middle is associated with purple. Now, it's likely the flag and the lizard are the wrong ones on this one. Because this one only has 2 wrong, and it has to be the flags, right? With the way we've logicked this out. So, the mountain flag should be associated with yellow. That makes sense. For the way these worksheets are put together. And if we look at this one, orange flag is right, yellow flag is right, green flag is wrong, yellow crayon is wrong, lizard is wrong. Because lizard should be green. Yep. Okay. I feel good about that. I feel like we are associating the colors correctly. Why is the 8 sideways? We're not going to worry about it right now. I'm not sure what we need these colors for. Cannot touch this easel. Alright, well. The colors may come up eventually. I feel like that's not like half of how I am approaching this. Total of 3 redraws. Why do I have so many redraws? I want to use it. Spare room is fine for what we're doing right now. Do spare room. No straight A students. I think a straight A student is too much work. I think the crayon is supposed to be a blueprint because of the little bits of symbols on it. That makes sense. Oh, that was the classroom ability. Oh, I did not read the classroom very carefully, did I? Oops. Alright, we can lose a key for free. Screw it. We got no keys. This is 3-2. We got this one already. Yeah, let's just spend our gem on the drawing room. And this one is 4-4. Right, this is the fire and the tree, which we've seen as a... I have a questionable E on this one. We ain't worried about that one. I don't hate storeroom, but let's redraw. Den lets us keep going a little bit better. Pantry also just goes the same way. Den gives us another room. This loses us a step, which is fine. Don't want to waste the gem on that. Nice. And in here, but I'm not seeing anything else. Okay. We have this one. We did road and rod. Made sense. We don't have this one. This is one of the ones we hate, 4-3. Those are clocks. Where's the pictures? Right, this is the stage and the unknown plant. Fuck. Alright. Security might not be the worst. It keeps going, and we can do the... Do I have the special? No, I don't have the key card. We could still maybe turn off some keys, but we can't do that yet. We don't have the breaker room. The other two... Would redraw. Let's redraw. I think I like Courtyard here. That has cost us 2 gems, which sucks, but whatever. Metal detector, don't mind if I do. Don't have any money. Do the storeroom. If for no other reason... Wait, are we on tier 5? 5. We have that one already. Don't need to go in yet. Or maybe should have gone in and grabbed the gem. This one's definitely going to be a pantry, I think. Munch, munch. Alright, we don't have this one. This is tier 6. 6 and 3. Plain. Like a painting the world. Paint pain, probably not. Sky. But I don't know what it would be there. Pant doesn't make any sense here. Pint doesn't make any sense here. We continued with paint. Brush and rush? Maybe? Really feels like plain is what it's looking for here, but it could be like propeller, could be sky, could be air. I'm not sure on this one. Can you offer a hint with the plant picture? We got a hint already about it being a specific plant, and I just don't have plant knowledge. But if it's not a hint that's like any worse than that, like don't tell me the name of the plant. I'm willing to hear it. Don't want to spend my key on that, even though I could potentially get 3 keys. Another classroom. But it would end. All of these end. Okay. If all of these are going to end, let's do... While drafting in a classroom, you may draw a new floor plan for each of those in my house. Oh, I have the drawing room. How did I have 3 already? When I did the classroom. Weird. It's an herb and a shade of green. Herb and a shade of green. I mean, I know some herbs, but it's not rosemary, it's not sage? Does sage count as green? So it'd be sage and stage? Those don't seem like sage leaves to me. Aren't sage leaves like kind of fuzzy? Maybe I'm crazy. I could see that being it though. They're not always fuzzy. Guess that's fair. Gonna have to go figure out what the hell room that was. I think that was 3-3, but I'm not gonna commit to it. This is 6-4 with a stag and a stage. That one makes sense. Stag and stage makes sense. So this one's an E. 6-4. Right. Yeah, we already had that one. This one, though. Stage and sage. This could be sage. You know what? I'm going to look up a picture of sage. Sage. Images. Okay, I guess the leaf shape is approximately that. They do all look fuzzy to me, though. Sage is a type of green. Okay. I am seeing an image of sage that does have the little flower buds on it. I don't know if I have ever seen blooming sage. Okay. Didn't realize sage had flowers. I feel confident. This is sage and stage. 4-3. So that's an S. That's an S. Some of my other stuff is... I don't know what word this would be now. Eight dasas? Daces? Whatever. Not gonna worry about it yet. Totally in favor of sage. This way. Rethink the difference between the two words? Sage and stage? It's T. Holy shit. Where's my head? Thank you. Oh, I am fucking fried right now. Oh my god. 8 dates crack 8 safes. That makes more sense. I think this might be an E. Which, if it was fire and fur, makes sense for fir tree. Which is what I kind of thought, I just wasn't committing. I'll still leave it as a maybe for now. But I'm pretty confident. God, what a bonehead move there, though, huh? Alright, let's see what we can get out of the entrance hall. This might be the end of this run, though. Yep. Unless I can get keys out of this. Ooh, ballroom. We have not seen the ballroom before. Whenever you enter the ballroom, set your crystals to 2. Wild. Sure. A ballroom. New picture. Clara and Simon in Eclipse Ball, 1952. 1952 could be a password to something. 2 more pages. So we've seen 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I should have taken a picture of 5 or something or written down all the words. Under these stars, the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, and music swells, and at the end, the clock strikes 12. What that means, only time can tell. To remain for one last dance. And spin again, around clock hands, and as they turn, a second chance. To rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Okay. Reflective floor really makes me feel like there's probably something to do with it. But maybe I'm crazy. Can't put any, like, music sheets on there. Keep feeling like if I look from a certain angle, I'll see like a footprint or something on the ground in the shinier spot. And that's like a hint to do something. I'm not seeing any weird reflections. Alright. Still haven't gotten the music room. We've not been able to draft it yet. I've seen a lot of pages now. I honestly might have to go back in my VODs at some point and just like... Alright, here's a couple pages of stuff we've seen. Let me just write it down from here. No pictures in this room. For the thing. We have this one already, but can't get it anyway. Okay. I think that's going to be the end of this run. We did get some info. So, you know, not a total loss. Do I still have the key in the closet? I don't think so. So I took the one from... Oh, maybe. The closet all the way back here. I might. Is there one in there? Thank you for having brains, everybody, because Lord knows. Haha, we did. Nice. Lord knows, I don't have the memory for it, apparently. Thank you. This run ain't over. Also, we do have more than one item. Can we do something with them here? Metal detector, broken lever. Don't do anything? Okay. Didn't really expect them to, but figured I would try. Okay. We ain't done yet. Right? Wait, did I have another key door? Yes, this one. Oh my god, I was like, wait a minute. Where am I going? Classroom lets us keep going, so I guess we'll do that. I could have redrawn. But also, let's just refill our gems real quick. This is maybe a waste, because I'm now looking at how many steps I have. Fine. Everything's fine. Probably aren't getting much more after this anyway. Alright, classroom. Grade 2. Done that one. This gives us the colors, but we already have that. So interesting, if you do the classrooms, they might just kind of teach you some solutions. Find each sum without using signs. So 7. Okay. Let's look at what people did. Is this supposed to teach you? Look at the colors, yeah. 2 plus 5 is 7. 13. Only got 5 out of 12 right. Yeah, that's a 4, not a 2. 1 is right. 2 times 2 is 4. 12. That's right. 10. 7 minus 3 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. That one's right. Okay. I think this one will just teach you the way this stuff works. Ooh, 9 out of 12. Good job, Jenny. No division on any of these, which is interesting. 7, 13, 4. Yeah, this one just teaches you the way the colors work, but we got that from the magnifying class before. Stuff on the top is the same. Nothing else to pick up. Okay. Thanks, grade 2. Now I get to wonder if it's going to reset the classrooms. If I get classrooms again, and like you should always just draft them. Oh, damn, locked. Okay. Or if next time we get classrooms, it'll start on 3. Which would be my hope. But interesting to know, we might get some, potentially some big reveals for puzzles through the classrooms. My allowance! Forgot about my allowance too. Okay, that's fine. We got at least one more day in us today. Maybe 2, depending on if we have a really short one. It happens. It happens. That one was actually pretty good. We got a fair number of rooms. And our little what does the message say thing is getting pretty full up, actually. Those top floors, we still have a lot to do, but like, I'm pretty sure 8 dates crack 8 safes is right for that entire bottom 5. And no more curse, exactly. Alright, let's keep going.